What is going on YouTube? It is Bees coming to you with an old school RuneScape guide. Today's guide will be looking at Zamorak God Wars dungeon boss Krill Sutzeroth. This guide is going to be primarily oriented towards Ironman accounts, but if you are a normal account just looking to solo Krill, you have also come to the right place. Krill is a level 650 boss with 255 hit points. The important information you need to know about him is that his max hit with mage is 30, his max hit with melee is 46, his max hit with his special attack is 49, he is classified as a greater demon and therefore is weak to the arc light, which provides a 70% increase in accuracy and damage against demonic creatures. Krill has 3 minions in the room with him, like the other God Wars bosses. From left to right, they are a greater demon, a lesser demon, and a black demon with their respective attack styles listed right below them. The mage minion is the biggest pain in the butt of the 3, so once you kill Krill, you're gonna want to kill the mage minion and then blood barrage the remaining 2 after you get them stacked on each other, which I will show you later in the video. The minimum stats I recommend to start soloing Zami is 90 attack and strength so you can actually hit, 80 defense because he does hit pretty hard when paired with the minions, and then 92 magic so you can cast blood barrage on the minions to get your health back after the kill. Your gear might not look exactly like this because I realize this is a beginner's guide and I have a Ring of Suffering and Prims on, but it should look something along these lines. If you're just learning Zami, which I assume you are if you're watching this guide, you absolutely want to be on task for him, so you're going to wear a Slayer helmet. For your top and legs, you can mix and match Carols and God D hide. The important thing is that you maximize your magic defense bonus. And for Zami specifically, you're going to want a Sarah item and Zami item to wear so the monsters in the main areas of God Wars don't attack you. You can mix and match God D hide, capes, blessings pretty well to check these boxes. If all else fails, you can always just wear a monk top and an unholy blessing to stay safe. With the inventory that I have, I can get around 6 to 7 kill trips, although when you're learning, anything over 1 kill count for a trip is a success. You can see I have 3 super restores and 1 Sandpew serum. The important thing is that you have an anti-poison of some sort because Zami's poison, if you forget it, can stack up to 20s. I bring Sarah Brews and Karambon so that I can triple eat to get a bunch of HP back fast. And then as you notice, I have 2 Trollheim teleport tabs. Those are very essential if you're going to start camping God Wars, so I'd recommend getting a bunch of scroll redirections from Nightmare Zone before you start. Here's some gear and inventory that I took as I was learning it when I had lesser gear. You can switch out the Crystal Shield for a Dragon Defender if you don't feel yourself getting hit too often or if you just feel like you're not doing enough damage. I switched out the whip for another magic piece so that I can increase my magic bonus when I'm blood barraging, but everything else is generally the same. Just do not forget your anti-poison. Here's a map of God Wars Dungeon if you've never been here. If you've never been here, also don't forget you need to bring a rope on your first trip, and then every trip after that you're fine. The rope will just stay there permanently. Zami's room is in the northeast. You have to jump into ice water to get there, which requires you to have 70 hit points, so don't let your HP drop. Once you jump in the river, it will also drain your prayer to 0. So I typically get my kill count before I cross the river so I can use piety to speed up the kills. Once you're ready to go, you can break your tab, go to Trollheim, revert your remaining tab back to a house tab for a panic telly out, and then run past the archers, pray with pray range up, go into God Wars, and you can either get your kill count right when you go down there by killing imps and ice fiends and other things that have already been tagged by rival god monsters, or you can cross the bridge and there's 4 imps that spawn on the other side that people commonly get their kill count on. Before I go in, there's a couple things I want to check. The first thing is that I'm auto casting my blood barrage. Second thing is that I have my quick prayer set to protect from melee and piety. I also check that I change my NPC attack option to right click only so that I can spam click under Zami if I need to eat. And you also are going to be doing a 2-to-1 hit method, so you're going to hit Zami twice and then stand under him, and that allows him to only hit you once. The next thing I do is brew up, drink my anti-poison and super restore, pot up, and then go in. You want to stay relatively low prayer points because Zami's special is a smite and it drains you from half of your current prayer. So if you're full prayer, you're just going to waste a bunch of your prayer points, but if you stay kind of low, it's more efficient. Like I said before, but I'm going to reiterate it, you're attacking twice, so I always go 1, 2, and then you step under and you can immediately right click him to get ready to attack again. This method works a lot better than right clicking to walk under and left clicking to attack. because if you get in a sticky situation, it's always best to eat, brew up, or restore while you're under him and he cannot hit you. I recommend camping above 60 health just to be safe so you don't die to his max hit getting stacked with one of the minions' max hits. After you kill him, you go take care of the mage minion and then go stand next to the range minion to pull the melee minion to get stacked on it so that you can blood barrage your health back from both of them at the same time. And then once those two are dead, you should run over and use your altar to get full prayer back. You probably will only be able to use it one time during the trip, so you might as well use it right away. Once you're comfortable killing Zammy and the minions, there's a few things you can do to extend your trips. The main one is prayer flicking the minions so that they don't do any damage to you. And the way you do this is you run over to the mage minion, and then right before it's about to attack, you step under it to prevent it from attacking you, and then step back out when you want it to attack so that you can get the mage minion on a different tick than the range minion, and you can also do it with the melee minion if it's not off tick already. That is all I have for you guys, so thank you so much for watching my first old school RuneScape guide. I plan on making more, so if you want to like and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. Give me feedback, I would appreciate that as well. I realize that I probably crammed a lot of information into a small amount of time, so I highly encourage you to rewatch it and pause it as needed. I also recommend that you go through the pre-entrance checklist alongside me to make sure you don't miss anything. Thank you, goodbye.